Fennekin has always been the Kalos starter that I just kinda care the least about, but it is cute. We're rating them all, and hey, at least in battle, little dude is actually pretty awesome. 60s in speed, special attack, and special defense is great in the early game, but really all it gets moves-wise is Ember and Flame Charge later, which would be weaker, but still, the speed is nice. It's no Bite, Leech Seed, and Rollout, but it's still good, especially since with the starters we can look at specific matchups in the region where Fennekin of course shines against the Bug-type Gym Leader and all of the Grass and Bug types on the way to it. It's not game-breaking, but it's still amazing early on. 4.5 stars in Battle Prowess. It will also get 4.5 stars in availability since, like every other starter, it is available either for the entire game or not available at all. And conceptually, this is very clearly a Fennec Fox, and its evolutions lean a lot heavier into the Kitsune aspects of course, but there are still hints of it here for sure. Pretty cool. 3.5 stars. Design though, I really kind of feel like it's not that great. On one hand, it is very cute, there's no denying that. The giant eyes on the head that's too big for its body, and the tiny little paws and big fluffy tail. Textbook cute first stage design there. However, this is like literally a cartoonized Fennec Fox, but with the additional ear tufts, which are weird and only gets worse as it evolves. In the favorites polls, it got a solid second place though, and it otherwise polled around 4 to 5 stars, which is a bit much. I'll meet in the middle at 4 stars here because it is at least adorable. So hey, that actually gives it 4.125 stars overall, the same score as Chespin. Who's the bigger industry plant, Braixen or Greninja? We're rating them all, and well, both for very different reasons, but firstly, in battle, Braixen is pretty solid for sure. It gets 90 special attack, which is amazing at level 16, but really doesn't add too much for speed or bulk upon evolution, which means it will start to get outclassed in the mid-game before it evolves. Its move pool is also good, but not amazing. Sure, Side Beam and Light Screen are nice, even though it still isn't a Psychic type, but you're stuck with just Ember and Flame Charge for a stab fire move until after it evolves, which really sucks actually. Then it's awful into the second gym, but pretty great into gyms 3, 4, and 5. This is a really tough one to place, but I think that its gym matchups save it and give it 4 stars. But just like all the starters, it will get the standard 4.5 stars in availability, and conceptually, the Fennec Fox now does thankfully lean further into the Kitsune inspiration, which are associated with fire and witchcraft, which of course ties into the trio's pretty clear RPG or medieval style classes, Braixen and Delphox being pretty clearly based on some variants of wizard or sorcerer. But it also has a bunch of design inspirations from schoolgirl uniforms. Here we go. Okay, conceptually, I think that deserves 5 stars, but design-wise, I have always kind of despised the design, even long before I learned what the internet thinks of it, ya nasties. But now that I'm digging a bit deeper into the inspiration behind the design, it's actually very well done. I still don't like its giant ear tufts at all, I think they're really dumb looking, but having the stick stored in its fluffy tail, which then ignites when it's drawn like a matchstick, is a really cool detail. And once you learn the schoolgirl thing, yeah, I could absolutely see that the outfit here with the skirt and the hose on the legs. Let's assume their intentions were pure here, and in that case, I think this might actually be a better design than Delphox. It surprisingly is mostly winning in the favorites polls, and again got voted around 4.5 stars, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but I kind of agree. Even though I don't like it at all, it's a great middle stage design. 4.5 stars. Which, oh no, that gives it 4.5 stars overall and a spot on the top 5? What have I done? Hot take, but Delphox is the worst design in both its trio and its evolution line. We're rating them all, and okay, well, in battle at least for a playthrough, Delphox is arguably the best of the 3. Fire Psychic is an incredible type combination. It's 114 special attack paired with 100s in special defense, and speed is genuinely great. Then by level up, not only does it get powerful offensive options like Psyshock, Flamethrower, and Psychic, but it also gets support with Light Screen, Will-O-Wisp, and Sunny Day. Then you pair that with TMs for setup and coverage like Calm Mind, Solar Beam, Shadow Ball, and Grass Knot that allows you to pretty handily crush the last 3 to 4 gyms in Kalos. But the Elite Four is actually not a great spot for it. If they just gave it a single fairy type move, it would have been amazing into at least 2 of them, but it's good into the champion as well, so I think regardless, it still managed to get 5 stars in battle prowess. As for availability, like all of the starters, it is either available for the whole game or is not available at all, so it gets the choice and consequence penalty and 4.5 stars. And for concept, as we said with Braixen, it is very clearly a Fennec Fox with heavier Kitsune inspiration, which are magical foxes from Japanese folklore who also have power powers of fire. And fitting with the rest of the trio, it also pretty clearly is supposed to be the wizard, mage, or sorcerer from RPGs or medieval fantasy. There is also this darker side to it too, but regardless, 5 stars for a great starter concept. However, like I said, I think its design is the worst in its evolution line. Yes, Fennekin was extremely simple, but it was equally as adorable, and Braixen was very questionable, but equally as well designed and detailed. Then Delphox is, I don't know man, the giant ear tufts continue to get worse, and now sure, the darker burnt orange parts are supposed to be like wizard robes and sleeves, but it never came off that way to me, especially in its actual in-game sprites where it's just an overly hairy fox standing upright. Its official art does a lot of heavy lifting here with the dynamic pose and the lit stick wand, which they restrict to its battle animations in-game. You guys voted this one around 4 to 4.5 stars, but I think that it's much lower, so I'll meet in the middle at 3.5 stars, which still does give Delphox a 4.5 star final score and a spot on the starters top 5. Delphox's new Mega Evolution, in my opinion, absolutely saved its design. We're rating them all, and not only that, it absolutely broke this thing in battle. 159 special attack and around 130s in both speed and special defense is amazing, obviously. And so is its move pool with hard-hitting offensive moves, some support, and they finally gave it a fairy-type move unlike in Kalos, not to mention Calm Mind and nasty plot for setup. Yeah, this is clearly 5 stars in battle prowess. However, these Kalos starter Mega Evolutions are locked behind paid online multiplayer battles, which is just such a stupid decision, therefore it gets half a star according to our new system. Yet Delphox was already awesome conceptually, with it being a Kitsune, Fennec, Fox, Wizard, or Mage, tying in with its trio's D&D inspiration, which its Mega Evolution sticks with and just dials up a bit, which again will get it 5 stars in concept. And for design, it actually pulled as the favorite over Chestnut the Redeemer, surprisingly, as well as very easily being voted at 5 stars, and I totally agree with the latter part. Turning its coat into that deep purple or black is a really nice nod to shiny Delphox, as well as lengthening the fur even more, I think helps portray the loose wizard coat and sleeves that I think regular Delphox did not execute well. The longer white beard also fits better in that regard this time too, all topped off by the fact that it is not only riding a flaming broom, but flanked by 2 other flying flaming brooms as well. This is an awesome Mega 5-star design. So that will elevate its final score up to 3.875 stars overall. And click here if you want to see how the other starters in Legends ZA have fared so far.